day, another dollar. I'm gonna haul some beans today. We're hooked to 2 bins, so we're not gonna be doing any bin cleaning for a few days. Mainly just trucking. Oh yeah. So far everything started today. With the forecast, it looks like we're going to get another rain delay before we ever get any field work done again. There's a few guys put some anhydrous ammonia on, a little wet for like we want to do with strip till. We're preparing our seed bed for spring with 1 pass, and we need to do it right. These 2 bins are 36 foot, 9 ring. And they're about 22,000 bushels, roughly. Usually a little under that for beans. With 2 of them hooked together, they run a long time. Now to keep up with this, we've got a 40-horse Rural King tractor running a 10-inch auger wide open, and 2 8-inches with the gates open will right at feed a 10-inch wide open. Works out real good, but that's the limit. You can't run any more than that through one. I have pulled in and talked to you guys, and I'm already showing. I better hurry up. Don't want to start our Monday off shoveling from a dumb mistake. That's even worse. Now our strip till bar, Brian's been writing all our prescriptions. We use management zones, and we vary rate our dry fertilizer. We do different blends according to soil type, and he's actually been fine-tuning those lists to make that even better. We're going to have a bit of a game plan. This strip till bar, as you can see, is a lot wider than the tractor. That is the big pill of this thing, is driving down the road and not hitting things with it. Also, this, you have to uncouple those hoses every time you fold. So, a couple of little nuisance things. Not deal breakers, but, could be a little. He pulled in behind us. Didn't even see him there. Woo! Dusty bees! Quick update. They haven't seen anybody on this 380. Last video we got our 340 home. We're just waiting to get this 380 hooked to the Kinsey, and then the Kinsey pulled out, and then we can get the DB on this. We'd really have a lot done. That tractor dying right there's kind of set us back a little bit. It'll work out. Haven't done a lot of videoing today. It's just been windy. Just not a lot going on. I'm sure that'll change. Well, another day, another dollar. I just lost turn signals on the way here, so it's already started today. I made it back. When we get in and out, we hit this, and apparently it's shorting out. When I wiggle it around, I can get the turn signals to work. I can order this piece. I've ordered more than one. Now the nice thing about a Kenworth the last 6 and the serial number here on the side. You can call your Kenworth dealer with that, even on this 2001, and you can get the exact parts for it. Now I'm guessing, yep, always out of fuel. Let it warm up for a minute. A little chilly this morning. It's supposed to warm up today, but 50's the high, I think, so bump the lever. Trucks running today. We're going to catch this bean hauling up. I think we got 9 with 2 trucks yesterday. Not real sure what we can get, but loading out 2 bins at the same time really speeds us up. Don't have much time waiting in between. We're ready to go back to work on equipment. We like the truck though. It's going to be windy today. It was a little too windy yesterday. I don't think he could get 60 miles an hour with his. So guys, apparently I'm in the habit of grabbing the camera because I thought the house was on fire, and I grabbed my camera and not the phone. Well, have a safe trip.
Yes, sir.
Let's swing off here, fill up with fuel, and we'll just see how much fuel 12 loads took. Let's check it out. This is the same station. Left my card in there, returned it on. Let's see what we got. Truckers know all about this, but figure I'll share this, see what we got. 12 loads. We'll just see how many gallons it requires to get it back to full. Now we always fill both sides, and like I talked the other day, we've got about 250 gallons of total capacity. We put almost 200 in the other day. We're not that empty. I was going to get it in another load or so, but when I caught Brennan, doesn't make sense to wait another load or so. I might as well get it now instead of waiting on him. So this was perfect. Works out good. Oh, baby. Now we're cooking. See what high score is today. My guess is in the 600s. We weren't all the way empty. We'll see. Verdict's in. $640 for 12 loads. So that's $53 a load, and that's about 5 to 5.5 cents a bushel, and that'll be for fuel. Interesting enough on hauling beans. That's actual numbers, we just filled it up. Dusty beans. First guys here at 8 a.m. Like you hear when they open, no lines in. Let's get this day started. Another day, another dollar. So we got the sweep going in one bin. I'll show you what I got here. Yeah. Just got started the last loads. It's not standing up like the other bin, but this once again is getting some dockage for FM. They're really dry. All our beans for the most part are super dry going in. Now the bin that we worked on the other day, put the bolt in, it's been holding. We now have the sweep tunnels open. So far so good there. On this bin, I got back and plugged this, and luckily we had our hose clamp set up. I released the slug. There's a hole right here about that big around, and let the beans out on the ground, release the slug. If not, it just squeals this belt, and if you're not paying attention, you won't see it. It'll just burn the belt off. All this noise, the tractor running wide open, the grain flowing, sometimes you won't hear it, and that happened to me. It was running for a little bit, didn't burn the belts off, but it was slipping them pretty bad. Now I've choked the gate back just a little bit, thinking that the beans were going to run and flood the sweep. They don't appear to be. Don't see any issues there. We've had the sumps in this bin plug a couple of times, so always keep an eye on that. Well, we'll warm up the tractor and get started. Well, everything starts. That's always good. The belt, so we shut our gate, and I'll try to back it off. Not that I wanted to do this, but we're going to release our slug. All we got to do is loosen the hose clamp. Of course, I don't have a very good screwdriver. Okay, here we go. I'll just release the slug. That's right, plug. That's my own doing. As you can see, it brings it to this 8 to a 10 transition, and it's got a dead spot here or something. These all do this. They plug really easy. Just something we've always dealt with, but this will fix this. There's a nut loose on the ground, so that caused a short. They're actually going to come get this tractor, this 380. They're going to do a pip. Hearing there's something in the front end they're going to change, so they're going to take it back to the dealer. But yeah, it was a nut. That caused some resistance, and it just melted it, I guess. I didn't actually see it myself, but that was what I heard. So I'll get more details, and I'll tell you guys more about it. Got a sweep that's buried. It's buried enough that I'm worried it's going to twist off. So I'm going to dig out a little bit, try to expose it better. There we go. It was overrunning our sweep a little bit. I didn't want to twist that chain off that we've talked about in previous videos, so I shoved a little off of it. We can get out. Nolan bites the dust. Brenn's gonna get on the road. I'm glad we stopped. The sweep was buried. We could have engaged the sweep, but I think it would have broke that chain and we would have had a bad day.
Bad day.
So he just saved us from having a bad day. Heck yeah. Flip around here and get my truck next. Been getting 5 per day. When we're sweeping the bins, probably gonna cost me a load. Not a big deal. We'll still get 4 in. Times 2 trucks, that's 8. We'll take it. Pretty cool to have 2 bins sweeping, loading this fast, and nobody's in the bin. Now we'll have to broom the floor off like we do, but we'll just stay out of there while these power sweeps are running. Jason Knott put these in these existing bins. Man, he made life a lot easier for us. Jason, I can't thank you enough. Stop, run the truck over. I better hurry up. Huh. Wasn't paying attention. Seems to happen a lot while I'm talking to you guys. Now when I load this trailer, so we're gonna go in between 2 boats here, and then there. That fills the front hopper. So there's 3 moves in the front, and 3 moves in the back. Being a double hopper, there's a divider right there. As soon as this shows, I'm just gonna pull forward and get us to the back. Now when I pull forward, a lot of times I can hear it hit that aluminum in the back hopper, and that's when I know I pulled up far enough. Back forward, and we're gonna listen for that difference in sound. There it is. We always have to get in between the bows. If you land on a bow, it splatters the grain. That's what some of this on the ground comes from. On the road again. I promise we'll get this hauling done. It seems like we haul a lot. It's just kind of that time of year. In the meantime, it's given me a lot of practice to edit and also edit under the gun. Last year I struggled with that a little bit. We got busy. First and foremost, we got a farm. And I just wasn't quick enough on turnaround time to get editing right. I really studied that this winter and have been focused on as much practice as I can by posting the weekly videos. I feel like I've made some gains, but I'm still doing a lot of learning. There's a long way to go. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Thanks for following along. Appreciate it. Oh, it's time for food. Forgot all about that. Woo! Grain shovels make me hungry. Probably got food on my face. There's Brendan. Moving out of his way. He's going to pick his daughter up for spring break. So this is his last load of the day for the weekend. He's going to be pumped about that. He was giving us the peace sign on the way by. Have a good weekend, buddy. I got back to load and my sweep auger quit. I didn't know why. It sheared a couple bolts off. While the other bin's loading this, I'm going to hop in and put the bolts in. Take you guys along for that. Okay. Now I thought we broke the chain when it quit, but simply there's a shaft here. It goes inside of here and these 2 bolts have sheared off. Almost. Come on. You know you want to go in there. Or not. Don't want to damage the threads, but it's essentially through. But if I hammer it through, I know I'll mess the threads up. So this will take a second. I'm not going to run those in. Okay, my bolts are in. I'm just going to tighten the nuts and we're good.